because I made the very sad mistake of entertaining a very disgruntled woman who was very envious of my relationship with Pete Zapper and just my position in the empathic rising at the time. Her name is Savvy Alley. She has numerous amounts of cults or wannabe cult or troll uh, Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts, whatever, claiming to be Pete and all kinds of shit, right? She also has connected with a woman who had reached out to me years ago from the UK and her sister, who was clearly a borderline, like clearly a borderline. Was very upset that I didn't want to engage in my own content the way that she wanted me to, kind of like One Stiff Chameleon. That's why most of the people have gotten really upset with me and have come against me, is because they don't like that I don't want to jump onto their narrative and their agenda and do the kind of content that they want me to do, because I don't do that. It's just not who I am. I have always stayed very true to the shit that I feel is real. And some of that has been against Pete and what he's putting out, and some has been against the people who have come against Pete. Period. I'm okay with that. I have a PhD in psychology. I'm a very intelligent woman. I know exactly what's going on. I've done my best in the last few years to try to just keep things quiet. I shut down a YouTube channel because I just don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do the fighting. I don't want to do the back and forth. Like, it's so fucking actually exhausting. Like, really. Dealing with narcissistic psychopaths and crazy ass people and envious women and borderlines is really fucking exhausting. It's not that I can't do it. I don't have the energy to do it, because I do. I have been diagnosed borderline. I also have then later in older years been diagnosed autistic, ADHD, ADD, CPTSD, all these things. Which, if you know, you know. Most borderlines are misdiagnosed when they're actually autistic and have PTSD. So it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm gonna go on here and just say, like, I'm annoyed at the fact that this woman has pretended to be my friend for years, recorded all of my live streams, like live streams I don't even have anymore. Like, I don't even have access to anymore. Her most recent ones, I didn't even have access to because I deleted it all. Then took recent texts talking about something completely out of context, trying to spin a narrative, which is what narcissists do. My thing with Savvy Alley is that I knew you were a covert narcissist the second that I met you. Like, the second that I met you. You were the most covert narcissistic human I've ever met in my whole life. Pete, I labeled right away as a covert. I wasn't really sure. I hadn't finished up my studies, and I didn't know. Okay. Allie didn't like that I wasn't going along with her narrative. Pete, I believe, genuinely has been trying to change as a person. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. I still don't necessarily agree with all the shit he says. I don't. I really don't. But Allie does not like that he reaches up to me and cares about me, and he doesn't her. And that really upsets her. There's a lot of envy there. If you know and you've been around him, other women who may watch this that you know, it's true. She's obsessed with him. She's obsessed. She's obsessed with the fact that he never liked her the way that he liked or cared about or connected with other women. She lives in the UK. We live in the US. She connected with another one of his haters, one Sif Chameleon, who has asked me for nudes, who wanted me to get on board with his whole thing, and I wouldn't, and then got mad at me. I don't know how the fuck I ended up in all this crazy Pete Zapper bullshit, but for some reason, the people that are all really into it, saw that he cared about me more or related with me more than he did with them. For whatever reason. I don't know why. And I genuinely think that Pete is a good person. I think that Pete has had his shit or gone through shit just like I have. And I think that he has, for maybe the same reasons I have, done this like online. And maybe it's something in us that like it's something that we do because we believe that like I don't know, we need to be seen or we should be seen or we're just trying to be really authentic and vulnerable and whatever. I don't know. But for some reason I've gotten caught up in this insanity bullshit online for the last 6 years. And it doesn't seem to be ending. I have not her now taking clips from years ago, putting them with clips from other. The reason that if you, okay, so if you know, you know, on Instagram, she's putting, or Facebook, she's putting things out there on the Pete Sapper is a cult, screenshots of me saying, I'm not okay with you pretending to be my friend and then letting people come on and say that I'm a sex trafficker. Like, that's not okay. Like, there's nothing about that is okay. You've pretended to be my friend for so long, and I've been so vulnerable with you and like just saying like, I love Pete. I think I see so much of myself in Pete. Maybe that's a problem, right? Like maybe like I just see so much of myself and like my own struggles and my own battles and things like that in Pete, and I've gone back and forth. I don't like everything he's done. I don't think he's done a lot of good things. I think he's done some shit things. I do. I do believe that. And as of I, and as of you, Ellie, you were so deluded in your thinking that you think that everything you're doing is like justified and it's not. The things you're doing are so fucking insane that it's almost it's worse than what Pete has maybe ever done. And I don't know all the things that he's done, but it's insane. It's not okay. And there's been so many people that have been brought into this that just don't deserve to be brought into this. It's not fair. You're taking all these clips and you're trying to clip them all together and make a narrative that you. That's what narcissists do. That's what narcissists do. You know. Come on. You can make as many clips as you want. I love it. It doesn't bother me. I know who I am. I know exactly who I am. I know the person I am. I know the mother I am. I know, you'd never come at me as a mom, because you know. You know that's off limits. But you've let people come on They're upset and are angry, and they get envious. They get envious the fact that that Pete does talk to me still, and like we still, on occasion, not now, but on occasion, we'll still talk because I love Pete and his messages. I do. I I I I I, I don't always think that. I oftentimes think that he's very impressionable and he gets very deluded and he gets very distracted with things that other people tell him. Yeah, I do. And I know very much I'm very strong in my faith. So there's that. But you have no faith. You have no faith. You don't love God. You don't know God. You are very much into dark magic. You're very much into you just hate that he doesn't care about you the way that he cares about other people. And that's all it is. This other woman who's doing all this other, giving you all these, stalked him. You're stalkers. Here's the thing. You are stalkers. All the content you're posting now is from shit that we've deleted. You had to, I literally didn't even have that. Like that one live that you did recently. I didn't even have that, like, it was alive. Like, I didn't even have access to that. You had to have stalked me to the point that you stalked my page, recorded my shit, and then reposted it 4 years later with other shit, and then other shit from like 1 or 2 years ago. Like, you are creating false narratives. You are bullshit. You are it just it's so fucking stupid. It's fake news. It's bullshit. Sad. I talked to a friend of mine tonight who does he's a good friend of mine who creates stories and things for churches, mega churches. I was telling him about it and I sent him the video and he goes, Kaylyn, this is what people do. This is what happens in our day and age. Know who you are. We all know who you are. Anyone that knows who you are knows who you are. They're gonna take the shit that you say. They're gonna turn it around. They're gonna fuck you. Fuck you. No one cares. If Pete's done something, I don't know Pete. I've never met Pete in real life. I've talked to him on the phone maybe three, 4 times. I don't even know. I feel like I know him better. I do. I love him. I love Pete. I don't know him. I don't know what he's done. I hope he hasn't done the things that you're accusing him of. But I will tell you this, the woman that's giving you all the information that you're getting, that you're putting in your pages, she seemed like a borderline. She seemed like someone who was upset that he didn't reciprocate the feelings that she had for him back to her. That's what it felt like to me. And I told her that. I did. I told her. I was like, honestly, I was like, I feel like the shit you're saying is out of spite and envy and anger. And I don't think that it's really real. And I did tell her that. And she got mad. And our email conversation ended, and she asked me if I would go to court for her and all this shit. And like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't seem real to me. And you can go on record and you can see that I've not been always the biggest Pete Zapper fan. There's a billion reasons why I have not been a fan of some of the things he said. But at the end of the day, I think that the people that have come against him have been way more diabolical, way more evil, way more stalking, and much, much, much more illegal than the people that, or than whatever the fuck he's been accused of doing. So, that's what that is. I was told not to even do this. I was told not to go on and even talk about it. But I just think all of you suck. I think this whole situation sucks. I think that we all got brought in this diabolical, crazy situation with a bunch of unhealed people who were looking for some fucking help, and we just all got really fucking twisted up in something that we shouldn't have. I just hope that, honestly, that something good comes out of it. I really do. I think Pete is a good person. I think Pete probably has done a lot of dumb shit out of insecurities, out of having issues with his mom, out of having issues with women, blah, 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 blah. I do. But I think that the fact that I'm still talking about him, how many years later, doesn't make me any more healthy, doesn't make me any more well. I think that Savvy Alley and Once of Chameleon and all you fucking crazy fucking people. I don't even remember the woman. I wish I could remember the woman, her name. I could actually go back and get the emails. But I don't think that none of you are any more well than he is. We're all broken people. We're all really broken people, clearly. And it just needs to stop. It's actually insanity. I'm frozen. Am I frozen? I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. It's insanity. It is. Like, there's a bunch of us that are really hurt and broken for all of our different reasons, and somehow we found ourselves on the fucking internet. And it needs to stop. Because I can't keep doing this for a million fucking years. Like, I've tried to move on with my life. I've tried to, like, not talk to Pete, whatever. I love Pete. I honestly, I wish I had a relationship with Pete. I do. You can all say whatever you want about blah, 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 blah. I think Pete's a good person. I'm sure Pete has his things, as all of we do, as the people who are stalking me and him and everyone else on the internet. You're not healthy people. People who stalk people and record all of their fucking lives and shit, you're not healthy people. You need to go fucking seek some help. We're all fucked up, clearly. Just stop. Like, seriously, stop. Stop. Go hang out with your kids. Go, I stopped my channel because I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not, my kids were like, why do you keep talking about Pete Sapper and these people, this woman in the UK, Savvy Alley, in Once of Chameleon, why do you care? And I'm like, I don't care. It's like, you do care, because you keep fucking talking about it. And you keep bringing it up. And I'm like, it's gotta fucking stop. Like, I love you, Pete. I'll marry you in a heartbeat. It's what it is. I believe in Pete Zapper. I do. It's what it is. And if everybody hates that and whatever, and if Pete hates me and doesn't feel the same, that's fine. That's fine. But like, I do. I really do. And if not, I will go on with my life and be just fine. You know? Like, fuck, I don't care. I'm so annoyed. The narratives and this bullshit has to stop. Like, you're taking my shit from years ago and his stuff from years ago. You're turning into a narrative, just, it's not real. Like, people need to just know that it's not real. Okay? You're trying to use me as a tool to hurt him, and I'm not the right person to use to hurt him, because I don't want to hurt him. I want nothing more than for him to be a happy, healed loving person, because I know that's what he is meant to be. So don't use me to try to hurt Pete Zapper anymore. For some reason, everyone's decided that I'm the person that they're going to use to hurt Pete Zapper and whatever. I'm not the one. And the second that you try to make me feel like I'm the one you're going to use to hurt him, I'm going to defend him. But that also sucks. So just please stop using me. Please. Please. It's not fair. And it's not, I don't want to be that person anymore. Pete doesn't even talk to me. I don't even have his phone number. Stop, please. Let all of us live our lives. I see him trying to help other people be happy, and I just want everyone else to be happy. Just please stop using me to be like a pawn. It's been hurtful enough. Like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people got in and pitted us against each other in the first place. And that's the reason why we don't talk, and that's the reason why that we are, you know, friends and stuff. And it just that hurts and it sucks. Because I like I said, I love Pete. I love Pete. I love his message. And I think it's a giant shame. So please keep me out of it. Keep my kids out of it. Just live your fucking life. It's not that fucking hard. So, bye.